What up, Space Fam? Gozen here for AnimeUproar, and today we're going to be talking about the guy who seemed like a big jerk in the beginning, but ended up being one of the most touching characters in the series. You guys voted for him via the Instagram story at AnimeUproar, so make sure to stay tuned because we're going to be looking at exactly how strong the very impressive wind pillar Sanemi truly is. I said that I'd make this video if we got 5,000 likes on the previous video, and we did. So here I am, hard at work, as promised. I'm psyched about the fact that you guys like this series so much. This is already the 10th installment of the Demon Slayer How Strong Is series, and I'm blown away at how well all of the previous videos did. To keep the uninterrupted train of videos going, make sure to smash that like button and share this video with a friend. That really helps out. Once we get 5,000 likes on this video, I will start on the next one ASAP. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is absolutely crucial, hit that notification bell because you'll have no clue when future Demon Slayer videos come out if you don't. As usual, you can vote for who the next Demon Slayer video will be about via our Instagram story at AnimeUproar. The stories only last for 24 hours, so make sure to vote before it's too late. We do these votes every time, so make sure you're following us on Instagram at AnimeUproar so you can help decide what videos I make next. Obviously, there will be manga spoilers in this video. I'm going to be looking at all of the evidence to determine exactly how strong Sanemi is. So if spoilers actually bother you, you've been warned. Now, without further ado, let's jump into it. Sanemi, or as I like to call him, older jerk bro with a heart of gold, had a tragic backstory like almost every Demon Slayer. Let's take a look at a specific one now, which will help us see the trajectory of Sanemi's power. Sanemi had a small, hard-working mother who seemed to work without sleep. Their father was horrible. He was big and he would often hit his wife and his kids. Despite her small size and the father's big size, the mother would always try to protect her children from him without hesitation. Genya and probably his big brother Sanemi thought she was amazing. However, their father was hated by everyone, and it didn't surprise anyone when he got stabbed to death. After their father's death, Sanemi and Genya made a promise to each other that they would protect their mother and the rest of their family together. Tragically though, this wasn't meant to be. One day, something comes into the house and starts killing Sanemi's siblings. 5 siblings, everyone but Genya and Sanemi are killed. At first, Genya thinks that it must have been a wolf, but the wolf is actually the mother Genya loves. She's been turned into a demon. Sanemi comes in and tells Genya to run away as he tackles his demon mother through the window. While Genya is running to go get a doctor, he runs into Sanemi, who is covered in blood. Their mom is laying at his feet. Genya doesn't know what's going on, so he starts to call Sanemi a murderer who'd kill his own mother. In truth, Genya is only alive because Sanemi risked his life in order to stop their demon mother. He got the prominent scars on his face from this fight. Obviously, it was probably the hardest thing Sanemi ever had to do in his life, and after it's finally complete, he even has to be called a murderer by the little brother he saved. Sanemi's backstory is arguably the most tragic of all. Sanemi turned cold towards Genya, but it was done to protect him. He always loved his little brother. He was the most important person in his life, so he always discouraged him from becoming a Demon Slayer because he wanted him to be safe. He insulted him, acted like a jerk to him, and told him that he had no talent because he wanted him to live a normal, safe life, while Sanemi protected him from any demons that may try to hurt him. But I'm getting ahead of myself. At first, Sanemi left Genya. After he killed his mother, the colors in the world rapidly became worn and faded. He wandered through the night in desperation. He eventually notices that his blood is special. It slows down demons, and that is one of the ways he was able to beat his demon mom at such a young age. Sanemi's story is pretty crazy. He didn't even know anything about demon slayers and Nichiren blades when he started hunting demons on his own. He armed himself with a mountain of blades, fought demons, caught them, and then used sunlight to burn them to death. That's absolutely insane if you think about it. According to Sanemi, it was like he wanted to commit suicide. He kept launching himself at dangerous demons, but he didn't die. Sanemi thinks he was lucky because his blood intoxicated demons. However, he's being too modest. His blood definitely helped, but you have to be super skilled to kill demons at such a young age with no Nichiren blades, or knowledge about demon slayers and their methods. Eventually, Sanemi met a member of the Demon Slayer Corps named Masachika Kumeno. The two of them were strong enough to kill a Lower Moon 1 demon, but Masachika died in the process. It's significant that Sanemi not only helped defeat the strongest Lower Moon so early on, but he even survived. The Demon Slayers were so impressed that they promoted Sanemi to a pillar. At first, Sanemi was upset with the Demon Slayer leader Kagaya Ubuyashiki. He didn't like how Kagaya smiles and issues orders while other people are the ones risking their lives. The other pillars are upset with Sanemi's behavior and disrespect, but Ubuyashiki is not. He lets Sanemi talk and insult him. After Sanemi finishes with his verbal lashing, with his insult cocktail, Ubuyashiki simply apologizes. He explains that he tried swinging a sword, but it was no use, he was too weak. He apologizes that he has to ask the Demon Slayers to do such difficult and dangerous things. Ubuyashiki looks at Sanemi like an affectionate parent. He says that if the Demon Slayers are pawns, then he's a sacrificial piece too. The leader says he only wants Sanemi to protect people as a pillar. Ubuyashiki apologizes for summoning Sanemi soon after his friend Masachika's death. He knows that they were close like brothers. Sanemi is surprised that Ubuyashiki knows so much, and then Kane reveals that the leader has memorized all the names and backgrounds of Demon Slayers who have died. This info leaves Sanemi stunned, and he starts to respect Ubuyashiki from this point on. Ubuyashiki gives Sanemi his friend's will and explains that all Demon Slayers want the same thing: for their loved ones to smile, live happily until the day they die, and to never have their lives cruelly threatened, even if they can't stay by their side. This is a powerful moment, and I'm not surprised that Sanemi got a reality check and changed his behavior towards Ubuyashiki after this. Now, let's get to some more challenging fights that can give us a better sense of what Sanemi is capable of right now. Sanemi's most challenging resolved fight to date has been against Kokushibo, but the fight against Muzan is sure to be even more challenging. Nevertheless, we can learn a lot about Sanemi by analyzing his role during the fight against Upper Moon 1 Kokushibo, the demon brother of the strongest demon slayer in history, Yoriichi. Muichiro, the extremely talented Mist Pillar, is the first one who runs into Kokushibo. He immediately notices that Upper Moon 1 can't be compared to any of the other Upper Moons. That's saying a lot because Upper Moon Akaza and Upper Moon Doma were near impossible to overcome, and this guy's supposed to be so strong that he can't even be compared to them. Kokushibo makes pretty quick work of Muichiro, which speaks to Upper Moon 1's strength because Muichiro is arguably the most naturally talented pillar, even though he lacks experience since he's only 14 years old at the time. To get even more info on just how impressive Muichiro is, make sure to check out our How Strong Is Muichiro video, which I'll link in the description and at the end of this video. However, for this video, all you need to know is that Muichiro is super strong and Kokushibo overpowers him like it's nothing. As soon as the Upper Moon draws his sword, he takes Muichiro's hand off. Muichiro tries to keep fighting, but Kokushibo easily pins him to a beam using Muichiro's own sword. The young pillar even has a manifested Demon Slayer mark at this point, but Kokushibo stops him so easily. Then Genya shows up and gets quickly wrecked. Just as Kokushibo is about to kill Genya, Sanemi swoops in to rescue his little brother in the nick of time. He then tells his little brother that he should have had a house somewhere and raised a family and grown old. Sanemi wanted him to have a happy wife and children, and Sanemi would have never let a demon get near his little brother. Then an outraged Sanemi screams angrily at Kokushibo for hurting his little brother. At this point, their fight begins. Sanemi does considerably better than Muichiro, suggesting that at this point, he's stronger than Muichiro was at the beginning of the fight. Kokushibo comments at how Sanemi's physical techniques are at their peak. After seeing Kokushibo and his moon breathing in action, Sanemi is not surprised that Muichiro lost. He admits that he couldn't survive if his senses hadn't been honed from long experience. He's got at least 7 years worth of experience on Muichiro after all. When Sanemi sees how strong Kokushibo is, he doesn't get scared. Rather, he gets excited by the challenge, saying that Kokushibo is a demon worth killing. What a boss. Sanemi cuts into Kokushibo's blade with his attacks. He gets close and attacks Kokushibo, who blocks the sword attack with his own sword. However, Sanemi has a backup plan. He's holding another sword with his foot and he brings it up to try to stab Kokushibo, but the Upper Moon dodges that attack too. Kokushibo is impressed by how well Sanemi keeps up with his technique. It makes him nostalgic and it makes him want to try harder, suggesting that Sanemi is the strongest opponent he's fought against in a while. Finally though, Kokushibo launches a powerful attack that badly wounds Sanemi and leaves him cut all over. Kokushibo is sure that if Sanemi moves, his insides will spill out and he'll die. However, Sanemi takes advantage of the fact that his blood intoxicates demons and unexpectedly attacks Kokushibo. Sanemi was able to stop the bleeding himself. He uses breathing and flexes his muscles to stop his guts from spilling out. Kokushibo was surprised, saying that any other pillar he fought before would have been killed by those injuries. Nevertheless, Kokushibo gets the upper hand again, but Sanemi is seemingly never out of ideas, and when Kokushibo steps on his sword, Sanemi takes out a gun and shoots Kokushibo in the face. Kokushibo blocks the bullets with his sword. He launches a finishing attack, but Gyomei shows up, saving Sanemi. Gyomei, the strongest pillar, tells Sanemi to stitch up his stomach wound while he holds off Kokushibo. Not surprisingly, Gyomei does better than both Muichiro and Sanemi. He even succeeds in breaking Kokushibo's sword. Unfortunately, it just regenerates quickly. Gyomei keeps fighting while Sanemi is tending to his wounds, and Sanemi's own Demon Slayer mark appears on his right cheek. He joins the fight to help Gyomei. Sanemi and Gyomei perhaps make the most formidable tag team. They train together as pillars so they can cooperate during high-speed battles. It's impressive that anyone can keep up with Gyomei, and Sanemi manages to do it for a time. Kokushibo can't help but think that these two, meaning Gyomei and Sanemi, are highly skilled even among the pillars. Kokushibo tries to kill Sanemi, the weaker link, but Sanemi's reflexes, speed, and accuracy increase, allowing him to repel Kokushibo's attack and keep the upper moon from breaking his sword. Gyomei succeeds in taking Kokushibo's ear off, and that's when Kokushibo catches them off guard. His sword increases in length, drastically increasing the strength and range of his attacks. Sanemi lost some fingers from this attack, but it could have been worse. Gyomei used his chain to alter the angle of attack, and in doing so saved Sanemi from losing both of his arms. Sanemi was not quick enough to respond like Gyomei. Sanemi eventually admits that the more damage he takes, the slower he gets, and the more he holds Gyomei back. Sanemi keeps taking damage and tells Gyomei to forget about him. It seems like it's the end for Sanemi until Muichiro saves him. Then the three pillars and Genya work together to stop Kokushibo. Gyomei uses a bead to create an opening. The three work together and Gyomei is able to take one of Kokushibo's arms and Muichiro is able to stab him with his blade. Eventually Muichiro's blade turns red, and this spells the beginning of the end for Kokushibo. Gyomei and Sanemi go on to take off his head. Sanemi hits down on Gyomei's wrecking ball. The weapons turn red, and there is enough force to take off Kokushibo's head. The head grows back and Kokushibo becomes a monster, but eventually the wound Muichiro gave him combined with his own doubts about what he's become lead to his downfall. By the time Kokushibo disappears, Sanemi has been pushed so hard that he's passed out. He is fighting unconsciously. Gyomei thinks it's unbelievable how he kept moving despite losing consciousness and has to calm him down. Despite the insane amount of damage he's taken, Sanemi survives. Unfortunately, his little brother does not, and this leads to one of the most touching moments in the series. Sanemi, the big jerk with the tough, murderous exterior, can't help but cry for his brother. Genya even calls him the sweetest person in the world. Sanemi begs God not to take his brother and screams out in anguish, but Gyomei interrupts him since they have no time to grieve. They have to go and defeat Muzan. Not only does Sanemi survive, he's even battle ready by chapter 185. He manages to sneak up on Muzan and he cuts him in half vertically. He has a determined, expressionless look on his face initially. It kind of reminds me of Tanjiro's non-self state that he used to cut off Akaza's head, but that is likely a coincidence. After all, Sanemi definitely doesn't seem like he's given up his killing intent. In fact, he seems determined to get his revenge. He uses bottles of flammable liquids to set Muzan on fire. Muzan loses his cool, showing how talented Sanemi is. Few could bother Muzan as much as he does, and he's coming off fighting Upper Moon 1. And that is what's happened so far, although we may get to see more significant things as the battle rages on. Sanemi, in my view, is, as Kokushibo noticed, one of the strongest pillars. He is clearly not as strong as Gyomei, as we saw during the Kokushibo fight, but he could arguably survive even worse wounds than Gyomei could. His regenerative and recovering power for a human is legendary. The only other pillar who could be said to approach Sanemi in skill at this point is Muichiro right before he died. As we saw, Sanemi was more effective against Kokushibo and put up a better fight than Muichiro did in the beginning. However, Muichiro gained access to the see-through world later, and his weapon was the first to turn red. He managed to get his sword into Kokushibo while Sanemi did not. For these reasons, I think a case can be made that later on in the fight, Muichiro could have surpassed Sanemi. However, surpassing Sanemi cost him his life, while Sanemi survived and as a result will continue to grow stronger. I think Muichiro was insanely talented, and it's a tragedy that he died, but luckily Sanemi survived, and there's little doubt that he'll surpass where Muichiro was at during the Muzan fight, if he hasn't already. It's also going to be interesting to see Iguro the snake pillar give it his all and see where he stands among all the other pillars. Still, it's not everyone that can sneak up on Muzan and make him lose his cool. Sanemi is not only strong, he's also the most durable, and his versatile and tricky attacks make him a force to be reckoned with. You never know what he's going to do next, and that can make him even more difficult to predict than Gyome. In the end, now that Muichiro is gone, Sanemi definitely seems to be the closest pillar to Gyome's level. And since his damage tolerance seems to be practically infinite, he'll probably survive and continue to get stronger and stronger. Overall, I think Sanemi is definitely stronger than Tanjiro most of the time, but I'll ask you guys, how do you think Sanemi would fare against Tanjiro in that non-self state that he used to cut off Akaza's head? Obviously, Tanjiro couldn't maintain that state for long, but I'd pay to watch the two go at it at their best. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And that is it for today's video. If you liked, make sure to smash that like button and share this video with a friend. Remember, as soon as we hit 5,000 likes, I will start on the next one ASAP. You can vote for the next video via Instagram stories at AnimeUproar. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe, and this is crucial, hit that notification bell because you won't know when the next Demon Slayer video comes out if you don't. A special thank you goes out to our patrons over on Patreon who help us survive YouTube issues and who help make videos like this one possible. I especially want to thank our Pro Hero tier patrons, the one and only Gilgamesh, Nothing But a Fan, Jason Wilson, King Zeldris, Fididala Beat, Anatoly Kazatsky, Alpha Dio, Angel Cruz, and Team Sparky65. And are the 1-tier patrons, the ones who stand atop all clans: Steven Ingrata, Alola Natem, Mattymac239, Makoto-kun, The World, Steelers, Tyson Quirino, and the School Bus. Thank you all so much. If you enjoy our work, you can support more of it by going over to patreon.com/AnimeUproar and becoming a patron today for as little as $1. If you do so, you'll get your name featured in future videos alongside these amazing people right here, and you'll even get access to our private patron-only Discord where we talk about anime, life, and of course, dank memes. So check out patreon.com/AnimeUproar, link in the description if you're interested. You can also now join the YouTube channel and support more content that way if you prefer. Whichever way you choose to support us, you can get the same great benefits. Until next time, see you, Space Cowboy.